Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Thursday Night Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and with Aiden English. And today on Thursday Night Impact or Hit, we got the Doomsday in the ring. And we wonder what they're in the ring for. Because nothing good ever comes out of having the Doomsday around, Joey Styles says. Well, you got that right, Jonathan Coachman says. There's no good ever comes out of Doomsday being around. You know, all you can say is something bad happens every time the Doomsday is around. Nothing good ever comes out of it. Hey, well, you can't say that. There have been some good things that came out of the Doomsday being around. Aiden English says, you know. I mean, I'll have to do some looking. But I can tell you there were some good things that came out of the Doomsday. Well, like what? What would you think some of the good things that came out of Doomsday being around? Well, I don't know, Aiden English says, but I'll get back to you when I come up with good grounds for the good things they did being around. All right, the Doomsday. All right, Finn Balor says. Everyone wants to know, why is the Doomsday around? You know, what's our big thing? You see, we don't want to be like those other teams that showed up, did a lot of noise, and then, just fucked off. There are a lot of teams that's what they did. They fucked off. I mean, let's take the NWO that everybody likes to say that every team is offshooting from. Yeah, they were only around for some years, fucked off, and never heard from them again. And we can also take the Nexus and the Ace and Aids that everybody says was us done right. Well, at the end of the day, same thing happened. The team fucked off, never got heard from again. The Nexus only ran for like a year. Well, one whole year. And the Ace and Aids, well, they thought they could be like the NWO, but at the end of the day, they fucked off big time. And let's talk about DX, because everybody says that was the NWO offshoot. On and off, on and off, on and off, and Balor says. But that was just truly, truly sad. I mean, at the end of the day, that was truly sad. At the end of the day, the team couldn't make up their mind if they were coming or if they were going. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. Ricochet says, let's be earnest about that. I mean, every team that you folks say is still around. And there are many times in WWE that the Doomsday could have just, fucked off, could have just died like that. Like, let's talk about the shit that the Doomsday and WWE went through, and we're still around. First, it was the who's the leader? Who's the leader? Remember that Ricochet says? Remember when the Doomsday first got put together in 2002 YL, and no one quite knew who the leader was? In the beginning, Edge was the leader until they kicked him out. And then for a long time, Rhea Ripley behaved like she was the leader until they kicked her out. And then Damian Priest thought he was the leader and they kicked him out. And now you got Liz Morgan thinking she's the leader. You got that whole bind taken care of. We never had to fall into that shitty bind. And we're still here. Yeah, you're right. Well, what about the unwanted followers? What about the misled folks that fought Raquel Gonzalez? What about those who thought they were in a Doomsday, but they were not? Like the Gold Dust effect. At the Gold Dust bind. R-Truth behaving like Gold Dust, thinking he was in the NWO when he wasn't, just like R-Truth thought he was in a Doomsday, and we had to deal with that. And it's true, we may have not gotten, and it's true that need be we did not have that same reckoning going on here. But we're going to get one lucky soul out here, you know, who's going to be so lucky that he can be in the doomsday. So, who would that be? Because we're not going anywhere. No need how much you folks say that we're broken. Yeah, well, we're still together. You know, we're not broken at all. Alright, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Alright, look here, Theodore Long says. You weren't going to, you're gonna do something, or you're just blowing time. I get it. The Doomsday is probably one of the longest teams in WWE as of right now. But as far as TWF goes, you're not going to be breaking. You're not going to be taking over nothing. So get out of this ring, or one of you is going to be fighting here tonight. Oh, Alberto Del Rio says, you ain't going to do shit. Alright, you think I'm not going to do shit? Well, guess what, Alberto Del Rio? You're going to be putting your TWF Pennsylvania Right winnings, you know, you're going to be putting that on stake here today. You know, against let's say, Enzo Amore. Oh, Enzo Amore? Well, why don't we be fighting Enzo Amore for? Hey, I got some bad news for you, Doomsday. You, Alberto Del Rio. I'm going to be taking your TWF Pennsylvania Right winnings. And you're all going to be leaving now. Get! Well, it looks like the Doomsday told to leave. And now they're leaving now. They were already blowing as much time as they were talking about how they're still together. You know, and how they didn't get broken up. Yep, that's true, Jonathan Coachman says. They were most likely stalling or yielding for time. For what time? I don't know. This match is for the TWF Pennsylvania Right winnings. First, he is Enzo Amore, and he is the TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter Alberto Del Rio. Meaning, well, you could say the Doomsday is the NWO 2002 YL done right, or NWO 2000 done right. Oh, body slam. Alberto Del Rio blowing no time taking out Enzo Amore, who is a former TWF light heavyweight fighter, Joey Styles says. Yes, he is, and Enzo Amore is in a bind now, because I don't see him beating Alberto Del Rio. You know, Aiden English says. Alberto Del Rio, taking down Enzo Amore. Oh, he get the 1, 2, 3, Joey Styles said. 1, 2, and only a kick out. So no, he only gets to 2. Well, Jonathan Coachman said, we all know Alberto Del Rio, what he's done in WWE. We know he's a former 2-time WWE heavyweight fighter, 2-time world heavyweight fighter, 2-time WWE 4-1 right fighters, 1-time WWE AAA light heavyweight, WWE AAA heavyweight fighter. So, oh, he just missed it. Enzo Amore could become the new TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter, Joey Styles says. He could, Jonathan Coachman says. If he gets his hold in, will he do it? I don't think he's going to pull a 1-2-3 kid, or even pull a Dwayne Gale. I hardly doubt it, Aiden English says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. Here is your winner, and the new TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter Enzo Amore. Well, it seems that Enzo Amore is now the new TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter. And for those who said that he was not, for those who said he was not the TWF Pennsylvania, who said that he wouldn't win, that's got to be bad for the Doomsday. Because in their mind, they most likely believed that they wouldn't be losing any gold. Joey Styles says, yep, Alberto Del Rio just lost to Enzo Amore, and we know how that might not go good for the Doomsday. Not at all, Jonathan Coachman says. We know at the end of the day that the Doomsday didn't do so very well, and they're most likely upset over that whole thing. They got right to be upset. They truly believed at the end of the day that they were going to overtake the TWF, and sadly Enzo Amore, he may have won the strap, but he didn't stop their game goal. Alright everyone, we're now going to take it away now. We're now going to take it away to Jim Ross. Well, thank you Jonathan Coachman, and thank you Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Enzo Amore, who is the new TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter. Alright, Enzo Amore, you did something. You became the new TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter. How do you feel about that? Well, it's like this, Jim Ross. I didn't think that would happen. I mean, I came in, and somehow, some way, I beat Alberto Del Rio. I mean, everyone's like, you pulled a 1-2 free, kid. You pulled a Dwayne Gale. You pulled a Maxine Dupree, whatever you want to call it. But I, the TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter, and somehow, some way, I just beat Alberto, stand up! I beat Alberto Del Rio, and I don't think anyone thought that would happen. Well, yes, you are the new TWF Pennsylvania Right fighter, but I guess you also should be worried that some folks should be coming after you. Well, you mean that I should be worried about the Doomsday coming after me, Jim Ross? Well, if that happens, it happens. But I'll be ready for it when it happens, because I just beat Alberto Del Rio. I beat the 2-time WWE heavyweight fighter, the 2-time World Heavyweight fighter, the 2-time WWE 4-1 Rights fighter, the 1-time WWE AAA heavyweight fighter. I beat someone like that. That makes me the big shit now. Well, that's my talk with Enzo Amore. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Enzo Amore here today on Thursday Night Impact or Hit. And that's all the time we got it for Thursday Night Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and Aiden English. We hope you like Thursday Night Impact or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.